Welcome to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Stay right up beside him. Stay close to him.
The Trojans will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The inside handoff. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun step and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Turning it on. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little
that jump had to slow them down. He had him.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Fires to the right.
Oh!
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's straight downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? The defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
And they ain't gave me that one.
Quarterback on the keeper.
They ain't gave me that one. So, hey.
Touchdown, LSU!
Man, you've seen the evolution with the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic. And just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
I thought probably if you were changing to him, you might have put a card off of him. I thought they were going to happen.
They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The RPO He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Get out the field. Come on, offense. Can we get that bell like call like he got on third down?
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Can we get one of them calls back, man?
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play. They just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking, not working.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles.
Come on, man.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
They finally gave him a
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The run from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Take it to the 6th.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Picks up enough to get the 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the 1st down, and stay on the field.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Down the catch and run in the end zone.
Once I seen that, I knew it was.
Extra point here will tie the game.
Hey,
Offense did
you
exactly what
try
it's
to get out
supposed to
there. You
do
seen
with a
it.
start
Look at
like
that
that.
block guy right there.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's close. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
And that would be
incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position, making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here.
Way to hold that ball.
They ripped off a big one and they get it down to the 27.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebacker.
There he goes.
Ooh.
Got some room in
Let's
the
go.
goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown,
He ain't got no but 90
USC.
speed.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet.
It might be high.
Break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with
But
Kevin
a 90,
Connors. Kevin,
man.
what do you got?
Yeah.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Indiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, giving him a tunnel to run through.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum.
Good play.
Caught. To the marker, it's Hoffman. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, he got through that first
work in the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job.
Slow the thing down.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Ooh, like
and he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Duggar. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for goal lines against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On fourth down, trying to find his man.
There you go.
Quickly to the tight end. LSU will get a first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Chuck inside the 25, and they're set for the first down. LSU right back to the line. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
We appreciate that.
It's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
To the air, it's Duggar. He's got the tight end. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cook. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll just play it safe with the run, fight back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half.
Bless.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trying to set the tone with the run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The Trojans are flying down the field.
I think he's like a sophomore, redshirt sophomore.
To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Right on target this time. Touchdown, Trojan. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, you covered it up. I seen you.
And it's so nice to have a
I seen
like
you.
this as a
I seen
quarterback.
you. I'm like, nah, I can't throw it to him.
I like
I
those
can't
long
throw it to
touchdown
him.
passes where I just threw it really short.
Yeah, I
And he did the
seen
rest of
him.
the
I
work.
seen him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will
Covered
be
it
called
up.
on to protect
Fell
this
right
lead.
into it. And that's where I was going to. They see it.
He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Come on, defense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And make it right there in the middle.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Quick completion on the out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the mark. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
Good
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone.
We ain't even in the same company, man.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Firing to the right, complete. Here comes the ball, and he's still going. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone.
White Mike.
Touchdown, Southern Cal. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're they're up by 15 over Indiana. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's Duggar.
Ooh.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Makes the catch. It's Huffman. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. LSU quick to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for.
Oh, he's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Here's a heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, running back on the move. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged out in the air. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative, staying balanced. Backing up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a dub.
Way to hold that rock.
Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Way to hold that ball, boy. I'm proud of you. holding up. Man, he ain't doing nothing but big hitting.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10.
Hold that rock.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got the first down and still on his feet. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Still big hit.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
You don't have to make all them adjustments that make them all make them. You have to fill them down, fill them gaps.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Do your Jones. Let's do your Jones.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for them.
Turning it on! Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looking downfield, it's Duggar. He'll throw it.
And
the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense. And that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
I know what happened.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They try to pop a run on the draw. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll give it to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
They do.
To the ground with the back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Good, right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Finds his back in the middle. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Got some room to run. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, USC.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Cooks. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Duggar. It's complete to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
That's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet.